Hey YouTube fans, Sidekinder here doing another action figure review, and today we're having a look at more Mcfarlane figures, but this time in the Batman 66 range. And if you're wondering why this guy is in front of it, because this is for Superman from Batman 66. Now you might be wondering, why is Superman in the Batman 66 line? Because I don't remember him being in the TV show at all, and you would be right. That is because he wasn't. He, I believe, was designed off a comic panel. So I'm just going to bring in the previous style packaging. So they did do a slight alteration between packaging. Let me just see if I can bring that up. So on the newer stuff, it just says Batman 66. On the older kind of first and second wave stuff, it says Batman Classic TV Series. So there is a slight change. And on the back of the box, this is the one for Penguin, as you can see. This is for Superman. The Penguin figure is prominent on the side of the card, same with Superman. But on the back where it shows the Batcave, that was kind of like the kind of iconic image going forward for most of the wave. You had Batcave and then an image of the character. This one is showing more comic book style to show that it is a comic book style iteration of the character. So there is Batman, Robin, Joker, Catwoman, and in the corner underneath the big sticker here is Batwoman or Batgirl. So this is for Superman, and as I believe, as I said, I think he might have turned up in one panel, or it's just complete creation of this character. Now, he doesn't come with the standard accessories that the other 66 Batman figure came with, or Batman figures. So the previous kind of wave of figures, or some of the more recent waves of figures that are based on stuff that are more from the comics, don't come with those kind of, the kapow, punch, zappo, all those kind of things that you clip onto their hands. Unfortunately, I don't think I have one of them handy, so I can show you what they look like. Instead, they come with accessories kind of unique to the characters, as you can see down in the corner here. So for Superman here, he comes with these two pieces of kryptonite, which is really nice. And he comes with this big flat one, which can sit on a table or something. It does have like a base to it, which is quite nice. Or you have an alternate one. Let me bring someone in with a grasping hand. Bring Joker in. So it's designed so it can be held in a character's hand. Unfortunately, Superman doesn't have any grasping hands, so we'll get into that in a second. But if you wanted Joker to be getting one up on Superman, he'll be holding a grasping hand with holding the iconic kryptonite, and Superman being offended by it. So that aside, I'm going to just bring in the tape measure so you can have a look, see how tall he is. He does have pretty much the same basic articulation as the rest of the line does. So he does stand in just around 6 inches. So if you have any other kind of figure line that is in the 6-inch figure mark or 6-inch mark, they should kind of stack close enough together. Here he is with Darth Malak from the Star Wars universe. So if you have figures of that scale, it should scale nicely with him. But on to the figure himself. So he comes with this soft goods cape. It's not the most sturdy of material. It's kind of fairly thin. It is taped in the back of the box, which is kind of annoying because it does leave a residue or kind of a mark on it when you take it off. You can see where the tape was holding the cape in place. I don't think they really needed to do that because the cape just sits in behind the box anyway. So I don't know why they kind of did it. He does have the Superman logo on the chest. The head sculpt is kind of nice. It does have a bit of a rosy cheek kind of thing going on. And I don't think too many other characters had that. I'm trying to think, do I have Penguin or someone else handy? Have a look-see at. Unfortunately, I don't. Actually, I'm not sure what my Mr. Freeze is either. So you have the arms on the standard kind of ball joints, so you can rotate all the way around and kind of go out that much. He has single jointed elbows with a bend that's just around 90 degrees. He has wrist swivel. Now it does look a bit awkward on some of the poses because his hand kind of goes across where the cut is on the wrist, so it does look a bit awkward, especially on the punching one. You can see it kind of does look a little awkward. He does sort of have a flight pose thing going on, so if I just bring back, you know, you have the kind of have the up and away going on. It depends on which way you want to do it. If you want to have the forward arm stretch out, we can't really bend the head. The head is on a ball joint, can rotate all the way around, has a little bit of tilt, but doesn't have enough tilt to do the whole Superman flying in across Metropolis sort of pose. The costume is very reminiscent of kind of Christopher Reeves, George Reeves sort of style costume, especially for the 66 line. It's that kind of basic kind of almost onesie with the tight or the underwear on the outside and the Superman boots. The boots are actually nicely detailed. There's peg holes on the bottom. His legs have the kind of basic articulation that the rest of this line has. You don't have anything on the back for moving the back because of the way the butt is sculpted, but he can get in a seated position. He does have a single jointed knee, and then there is a swivel on those knees but nothing in the ankles, and he does have a waist swivel as well. Again, it looks a little bit awkward in certain angles because of the way it is designed, but you can have him in a sort of, you can get him into some action poses, I suppose. You can get arms up, kind of a, probably would stand a little bit better with a base on them. In fact, do I have a base handy? I do not have a base handy, I don't think. But you can kind of get him into a sort of action-y pose. It isn't too bad. The cape doesn't get in the way too much. As I said, it's a soft gold cape. It would have been nice if they had the S logo, the Kryptonian House of L logo on his back. But unfortunately, it is the way it is. Let me dig out this here. This is one of Mcfarlane's normal bases. You can see, get him. He will fit one of those kind of roundy bases. That's the Avatar one. I believe it's from the Miles Colonel Quaddage character. So, just for comparisons, we'll bring in a couple of villains. Right, I have two of the same character villain, but played by two different people. There is the Numar and Eartha Kitt Catwoman. Fortunately, because of the way the heels are on these, they do have a little bit of trouble standing. You see, can get Numar to stand up. Come on. She's gonna fall backwards. I'll have to see if I can position the legs a little bit better. Yeah, it's the way the heels are tiny on the back of these. If they were a little bit longer, I think they would have actually gotten a way better point. I'm not sure if you can see, but like she normally stands backwards that way. Maybe if I straighten out the legs a little bit better. There we go. Straighten out the legs. It looks a bit awkward, but there it is. And we'll bring in the other super friend. It would be nice if Mcfarlane did a whole kind of Super Friends sort of thing with Aquaman, a kind of more 66 style Aquaman, and Wonder Woman. Although I have heard rumors that there might be a Wonder Woman in the works. But here is the Caped Crusader himself, alongside Batman, or no, sorry, alongside Superman, I should say. If I can get him to stand. There's Adam West, Batman, with Superman. So they don't look too bad together. They look pretty good. I'm not sure if they'll do a kind of rogues gallery for Superman, because there wasn't really much crossover in the 66 stuff as far as I know, with Superman's villains versus Batman's. Nearly all the way, as far as I know, at the time of this recording anyway, they're all pretty much Batman villains. There's a few TV series ones that haven't been done yet, so hopefully they might get around to doing that. There was some other TV series stuff that I hope they might go back and do, but for now it looks like a lot of stuff will be comic based. So it is what it is, but overall he's a pretty cool figure. Now I got picked up this guy from my buddy Jay up in Heroes and Villains. I'll put a link in the description below to their website if they still have them open in stock. I know they have a deal. They have a Batcave set deal with Batman, Robin, the Batcave, and the Batmobile, so you can get them all in one go. It may not be for everyone, but it is a good way of kind of kicking off a collection or starting it. So I'll put in a link in the description below to their website and you can maneuver around that. But all in all, Superman is a pretty cool figure. I do like his accessories. So if he's annoying Batman enough, Batman can grab onto the kryptonite. Or if one of the bad guys is using kryptonite to attack his buddy, Batman can grab the kryptonite and throw it away just in the nick of time. All that kind of fun stuff that you get with the cheesy Batman 66 line. So it isn't too bad. All in all, I do like him. Superman mightn't be for everyone, because since if they're diehard collectors who just want TV only stuff, then you might pass on him. But I think it'd be a shame if you did, because I think he's a pretty cool figure. I know some people have said that there's kind of a crossover with parts from Batman and Superman, but I don't see any. It looks like a lot of stuff was retooled. His arms have a lot more muscular detail, especially up here. I know people were saying that, oh, they reused the upper arms from Batman and the lower legs from Batman, but I was looking at them closely. They don't have the same detailing. There's these lines going down the suit for Superman that aren't on the Batman suit. There is kind of similar lines on the inner leg, but there isn't on the outer side, so it is definitely a new sculpting. Even the trunks on the outside kind of look similar. I think what they probably did is they retooled some of the parts and gave him a bit more definition and stuff like that, just to make him look more muscular because he's Superman. So, but he still kind of has the same overall aesthetics as the Batman figure does, so it does look like they could easily come from the same universe. So all in all, a really good figure, and I do recommend picking it up. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. I hope you enjoyed me waffling on about Superman for a little bit, and I hope you hit the like and subscribe button if you already haven't, and if not, if you can, share the video and see if we can get more hits and likes on this. So cheers guys, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video.